G'day guys, it's the Pink King here and I'm back with another one of my AFL 2020 Premiership seasons. And in this one, in round 5, it's the first Sunday game at Blundstone Arena. We've got North Melbourne versus Fremantle Dockers. Both teams currently have a 2-2 record. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about that, I think. We're just going to go straight into it. It's not really, for either of these teams, it's not really that surprising that they're just outside the 8 sort of thing. That's where I sort of expected them to be. Alright, so we're at Blundstone Arena, where North Melbourne are taking on Fremantle.
Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson.
Not often we travel down to Hobart.
Hi Huddo, really excited about this one today.
And
Today's big game is between North Melbourne and Fremantle.
yeah, one of these two teams will have a positive record at the end of this game, and one of them won't. They'll have a negative record.
They run on in full confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it.
That is one of the weirdest banners I've seen.
They run on in full confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banners are looking great.
Yeah, good.
The captains make their way to the centre circle for the coin toss.
Zeeble comes to the centre with Nat Fife, both number 7s. That's a good number. Both captains are number 7. And Zeeble goes left of screen.
Just over a month into the season, and we have...
Ah, yes, let's do it. So the ball's bounced in the middle of the ground, and both ruckmen hit it. It's actually Todd Goldstein. He hasn't been in ruck for a bit, I think. Anyway, it's a whole clusterfuck of everything. Still, the ball hasn't really gone anywhere. It's sort of moved about 10 metres each way. Kick forward, and Magic Door was always the one that was going to be under that. And he sends it back outside the Dockers 50. Goes wide to the wing where Jack Zeeble runs onto the ball. Kick doesn't really find anyone. I think Cam O'Shea was the one that...
Off hands, just gets it onto the boot.
Is that right?
Getting pushed out of the way was...
Pittard. No, it's Pittard.
Through for a point.
What's wrong with me? Which one's the one that left? Port Adelaide? I don't even fucking remember. What's wrong with me? I've lost it. Anyway, it's a point to North Melbourne. Don't know what's going on there. A lot of players just not really going anywhere, and Jared Polak soccers it off the ground and out of bounds. So, bit of a weird passage of play there. Thrown in, Goldstein. I think he won the tap, and Ben Brown gives away a free kick for a high tackle. Kick to the 50, no one marks it. Walters, I should say, tried to run out of it. And ball turned over, so North Melbourne kick another point. So 2-0 so far. Sandlands plays on. Oh, Lob. What's wrong with me? Jesus. I guess Lob's tall as well. Fife out by the 50. Tackles Jared Polak, and it's a ball up. I'm almost having a stroke sort of thing. It's just every bit of data and everything I'm trying to say just is either wrong or I just forget. Anyway, thrown in. Taken out of the ruck, handballed forward, doesn't make the target, but it's still sort of moving Freo's way. I actually noticed it's a little bit hard to tell who's who, because it just seems dark. It's like both are dark blue when the ball's moving. Aaron Hall takes the mark and sends it towards Todd Goldstein, who takes the mark. He's just outside 50, he won't be able to take the shot, so he plays on, sends it to the top of the goal square. It falls to Ben Brown in a high tackle, so Ben Brown has a shot. from just outside the goal square that he nails. So it's 8-0 so far in the game.
Celebrating hard. North Melbourne gets the...
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score.
Finally, the first goal scored late in the first quarter.
ball.
Bit of a clusterfuck of people just running in and getting tackled. Balled up again. Ball hasn't actually gone anywhere. Just sideways. Kicked forward to North Melbourne's goal. No one really takes the ball when Alex Pearce gets tackled for a ball up. So, just under 2 minutes to go. Nat Fyfe runs onto the ball, gets tackled. Todd Goldstein runs on the ball, gets tackled. Socket off the ground. Socket back off the ground. Kicked back to the centre of the ground. On the wing. Freo have it. They've run out of time here. Stephen Hill was running, and I don't think anyone was going to catch him. I was hoping he was going to run to the 50, but, you know, don't have enough time to do that. Quarter time, it's 8-0 North Melbourne's way.
Take a look at the key stats.
3 inside 50s to 1. They've had 5 hitouts to 1.
Trying to play aggressive.
And
Yeah, they turn it over.
clangers, they've had more clangers than Freo have. They've had 10 already, which is fairly high. The tackles are pretty 50-50. No real standouts. Obviously, Ben Brown, the only goal kicker at the moment, so he's probably best on ground. Let's get into it. Bounced. Goldstein wins, gets it to himself, kicks it forward. Marked by Taylor Garner. He plays on, he knows he can't kick it from there. And he finds Kane Turner all by himself. And for some reason he decided to play on. And didn't straighten up properly and snapped it and missed. So 9-0, and North Melbourne's inaccuracy might haunt them. Freo goes short to the pocket. Nathan Wilson takes the mark. He's got a player free, but he doesn't go to him. Instead, he goes to a contest, and luckily Luke Ryan is in the front of it, so an easy mark. He sends it to the middle of the ground where Blake Acres is waiting. He gets smothered, and the turnover is not effective for anyone. It's a ball up back in the centre circle where neither ruckman are present. So Mason Wood gets tackled. He's in ruck with who's number 9? I don't even know what's happening. It's just no one has the ball. The ball just goes everywhere and everyone just tackles each other. Goes inside the forward 50 for Fremantle. Rushing back is Jasper Pittard, who's the one I was thinking of earlier, and I said Cam O'Shea instead. Mason Wood gets done for a high tackle, and I think Sutcliffe is the one that's number 9. That should have been 50. So yeah, it is Jasper Pittard. And it was Blake Acres, of course. I actually saw him already have the ball before, so I don't know why I didn't put that together. Anyway, he misses, and that's Fremantle's first score of the game. So it's 9-1. Josh Walker takes the mark. He goes to the wing. No one can take the mark. It spills to Zeeble, but he can't pick it up, and it's a ball up because Jesse Hogan gets wrapped up. Handballed out, and Acres sends it forward to Jesse Hogan, who takes the mark. He's within range. He goes back on his mark, and he should kick this, but, you know, no guarantees. And there you have it. No guarantees. He's hit the post. It's 2-9. So 7 points the difference. Freo's at least getting some ball movement in their forward 50 now. Kick straight down the middle. That's dangerous, but Josh Walker ends up with it, so that's okay. He kicks it forward. Pack forms. Mason Wood takes the mark. They're going straight down the guts here. North Melbourne have no fear. They still end up with the ball, and it's still heading their way. Ben Brown under it. He can't get to the ball, but there's Crumbs got picked up, and Dom Tyson gets tackled for a ball up on North's 50. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Few broken tackles. He's taken one too many on, and Reece Conker's done for holding the ball. Kicked inside 50. Ben Brown's leading for it, and he takes the mark. He kicked the first one, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He's the only goal kicker of the match so far, and he goes back and tries to kick his second. He's missed now, so must be pretty windy there because no one is being accurate. It's 10-2. 1 goal 4 to 2 points so far in this game. 8 points the way of the ruse, and 50 seconds remain. So he goes wide there. I didn't see who it was. High tackle against Travis Collier. He gave away a free kick as the siren goes. All he had to do was just keep the ball on the ground and not allow a free kick to happen, but that's exactly what happened, and they get a shot after the siren. And it's out in the full, so don't worry about it. Ben Cunnington cannot kick, apparently.
That's it for the first half.
So 8 points the difference at half time. North Melbourne are winning. That is an awful scoreline. I hate that scoreboard. That's disgusting. 5 inside, 50 is to 3. So both teams at least getting a score each time they go inside, pretty much.
An interesting first half.
Everything else is very 50-50. Hit-outs are 50-50. Free kicks are 50-50. Tackles are slightly Freo's way. Marks are fairly heavily North's way. Clangers are 50-50. Yeah, like, not much to split the two teams. Blake Acres, he has had 6 disposals already. He is by far and away the leading disposal getter of the game. Ben Brown's probably second best at the moment. Goldstein probably would be third. He's been the most influential.
Big second half about to begin.
So the ball is bounced and Goldstein wins it. He goes straight to Fife though, and kicked forward by Freo. So Cam McCarthy finally gets a mark inside 50. I think this is the first mark inside 50 they've had from a clearance. And they goes back and kicks the first goal of the match. So we finally got a second goal scored in this game. It's to Cam McCarthy, who's only had 1 disposal before that. And it's a 2-point ball game. Goldstein wins the tap. Kicked out by, I think it was Zeeble. I'm not sure. Marked by Luke Ryan on the wing. He goes short and misses his target. But somehow, it still gets to Jesse Hogan. He handballs it forward. Michael Walters kicks it. And he hits the post. He had players streaming towards goal. He had support and he just could not use it. He decides to blow the chance and only takes 1 point instead of 6. So Magic Door boots it out. Can't find a target. Kicked forward. No mark paid. Doesn't matter because Cam McCarthy was running into an open goal. He gets the ball and he kicks the goal. So he's now got 2 goals. Both of them in this quarter. And Freo are now in front. It's 15-10. It's a 5-point ball game. Starting to make it look a little bit more interesting. Tap forward. That was Fremantle that won the tap there. I don't know who that was. I think Mason Wood is taking the ruck and he kicks it to Jack Zeeble, who's about 30 out and probably kicked from 35. Could have been 50. Doesn't matter, he's kicked it. North are up by 1 point. 16-15. 2 goals 4 to 2 goals 3. Tap down. Fremantle starting to win a few taps. Hogan kicks it inside 50. Marked by Brandon Matera, who was sitting there waiting for the ball to come. He goes short. And Michael Walters flies. Oh, he should kick it from here. I thought Brandon Matera had the leg, but he decided to pass it off. And he's kicked it. So it's starting to get a bit of a shootout going, and they're starting to actually be accurate. Freo back up by 5 points.
Look at him, he really enjoyed that one.
Tap down and Freo winning taps too. They're winning the hitouts. Tap forward, time and space for Freo. They got numbers everywhere. Where's North gone? Brennan Cox takes the mark. They just can't be stopped at the moment. Kick forward and Rory Lobb takes a big grab. Here's a ruckman. He's probably going to miss this, but this to put them 11 points in front. He's kicked it. 11 points the difference, and it's only been this quarter that they've actually started kicking straight, so that could actually be a huge margin for the context of the game. It is. There's a lot of B's in that column up until recently. Lob back in the centre. Few broken tackles. Kicked up in the air. Lob should come down with it, but he doesn't. Magic Door gets the ball. He handballs and it's a turnover. Ball comes out. Ball is loose. It's a hot potato. Kick forward. Can Cam McCarthy get back to it? He doesn't need to. Andrew Brayshaw's kicked the goal. And Fremantle are just running away with this right now. 17 points the difference all of a sudden. Double North Melbourne's score. Tap towards North Melbourne's goals. And the siren goes. So 3/4 time. It's a 17-point ball game. And yeah, Fremantle have just burst this game wide open this quarter. They've realised that the big six are the ones they should be aiming for, and they've started actually getting them.
What can you tell us from the stats, Gary?
8 inside 50s to 6. So that's not a huge discrepancy in the inside 50 counts. Everything else was looking pretty close.
Thanks for that.
Clangers are high, but high for both teams. There's nothing really standing out. Everything's 50-50. Toss of a coin, who's winning the stat really. Yeah, Blake Akers and Jesse Hogan are looking pretty good now. Cam McCarthy with the 2 goals would also look pretty good. Ben Brown probably going to sneak in there as well. So, the ball's bounced. Tap forward by Goldstein. It's so important that he's in the ruck because they win it when he is. And Rory Lobb takes the intercept. That was a big grab. He goes wide and marked by Luke Ryan, who plays on and gets tackled for holding the ball. Why would you do that? He wanted to try and ice the clock. But he just didn't have the pace to outrun him. And Rory Lobb gets wrapped up against it. Rory Lobb is trying to just be everywhere at the moment. For some reason he's not in the ruck though. Neither is Todd Goldstein. Ball comes down. Ball's running North's way. No one can stop them running towards goals. And Jack Zeeble gets one out the back. Over the top and straight to him. And he just runs into an open goal and boots it from about the goal square. So all of a sudden that column's showing a lot of G's up in the side there. It's back to 11 points. Fremantle get the clearance. It goes to the back of the pack. Socket forward. Is it going to make the distance? Who's getting there first? It's Aaron Hall who rushes it over the line. And if Fremantle hadn't elected to bump there, they might have actually got there first too. Magic Door plays on, takes a bounce, kicks it just outside 50. Spoilt. Hits the ground. Players running towards goal. The game has really opened up since half time. Players are getting flooding towards goal at the moment, both ends. And here we go here. Taylor Garner running back with the flight of the ball. He takes a mark. And he could make this a one-kick game. It's 12 points the difference at the moment. Yeah, he's kicked it. It's one kick the difference. 6 points. 4-4 to 5-4. And all of a sudden that scoreboard doesn't look too shabby. Ben Brown from the 50 snaps and the score's a level. 7.5 to go. This is becoming an absolute shootout.
North Melbourne have 3 in a row.
Have a look at that.
The scores are tied.
Michael Walters out of the middle. Kicks it. Marked by Marley Williams. Are we going to get our first draw of the season? Travis Collier takes the mark. It's intercept after intercept. Can they get it outside of this centre square? Kick forward by North. Marked by Taylor Garner. He plays on. Kicks it about 30 metres. It bounces into an... there's no one there. Ben Brown picks up, handballs it, and he's running over the line, so it's a point. Jai Simpkin ran out of space there. If he had an extra 2 metres, that was a goal. It's a point the difference. North are up. Played on by Joel Hamling. He goes down the line. Kick to the 50. No one can mark, but it's socked back into North's 50. There's players flooding towards goal. And Kane Turner gets tackled. And I don't know if Freo have enough time. They got to go here. They boot it straight down the ground. Here they go, down the guts. Marked by Magic Door. He's just won the game. He boots it up in the air. He shouldn't have played on. It doesn't matter. The siren goes and it's a win by 1 point to North.
So close, but couldn't quite get the win.
What a game, Hutto.
This game doesn't like dishing out draws.
The song after that match.
Oh, they don't look like they're too happy. They're standing very still. Just statues.
Final scores at 5-5-35 to 5-4-34.
Yeah, they didn't sound very
On behalf of Gary Lyon, thank you for
scripted
joining us.
at all. That didn't sound weird at all. Yeah, I'd probably say Ben Brown got best on ground. That also sort of rhymed. Blake Acres was good, so I think he'll get second best. And maybe Zeeble, maybe Magic Door. Oh, Rory Lobb. I mean, that's fair enough. He was everywhere for a little bit. But yeah, Ben Brown gets best on ground. That sort of rhymes. Blake Acres gets second best, so I got the first two. Rory Lobb. Kicked a goal. Might have been a sneaky fourth best in the major ball winners, and that's why I can't see him. He did do a fair bit though. He won a few. Yeah, 4 disposals. So he's just behind them, so you just can't see him. But with a goal, that's fair enough. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. That was it became exciting in the end there. Look at that disgusting scoreline at half time. 1 goal 4 to 2 points. That's 1 goal 6 between them. And then all of a sudden, 5 goals 1 to 1 goal. So 6 goals 1 in that third quarter between them. And yeah, then 1 point to 3 goals 1. To mean that North got up by 1 point in the end. So yeah, they made it look not too bad. The scoring was just over 50% accuracy, so not so bad in the end. Anyway, I've chatted shit for long enough. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. I think it's Hawthorn versus Carlton. I know that's one of the 2 games left, but I just can't remember which one's next. Anyway, thanks for watching.